Hello, I'm Orhan Gaybov. You're watching AzTV News. On March 24th, President of the Republic of Bulgaria, Rövşən Məmmədov, made a phone call to President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, İlham Aliyev. Rövşən Məmmədov expressed regret over the unexpected postponement of his planned visit to Baku due to internal political obligations in his country. The heads of states discussed the prospects for deepening bilateral cooperation across various mutually beneficial areas. They emphasized the ample opportunities for developing partnership in energy, investments, transportation, connectivity, and the promotion of business contacts between the two countries. Additionally, they highlighted the ongoing process of agreeing bilateral documents on a routine basis for the expansion of the legal framework. During the phone conversation, the presidents agreed that new dates for the visit would be arranged through diplomatic channels. Another relocation took place in the town of Füzuli as part of the Great Return program. The next caravan of displaced people leaving the Gardağ district of the capital arrived in Füzuli. The resettled families received the keys to the new homes. Füzuli residents returning to their hometown will live in restored houses. It should be noted that in the next stage, another 35 families and 138 people were resettled in the town of Füzuli. A total of 666 families and 2,570 people have been provided with permanent homes in Füzuli. What are the cases for the termination of mortgage? Who will be exempt from paying the tuition fee? What benefits will apply for parents with large families when going on a retirement? These and other issues were discussed at the plenary meeting of the Milli Məclis.
Opening the plenary meeting, Speaker of the Milli Məclis Sahibə Qafarova spoke of the participation of the MPs in the 148th session of the Inter-Parliamentary Union in Geneva and the contribution of the meetings held there to the parliamentary diplomacy. Then the MPs started the discussion of draft laws included in the agenda. According to the amendment to the loan mortgage, the grounds for terminating the mortgage are being extended. According to the proposed draft law, when the mortgage holder refuses the mortgage claim or the mortgage agreement will be terminated. During the discussions, the MPs touched upon the importance of more accessible mortgage loans. Fathers of large families will also be entitled to receive labor pension with benefits. This was reflected in the amendment proposed to the law on labor pension. According to the new draft law on education, it is proposed to cover the education expenses of the war veterans receiving paid education at vocational schools from the state budget. Overall, 21 draft laws were discussed at the plenary meeting.
Phoenix, the Chinese TV channel, aired a special program about Azerbaijan featuring presidential aide Hikmet Hacıyev as a guest. During the program, Hacıyev answered several questions from the TV presenter. He emphasized that Azerbaijan has maintained its territorial integrity and sovereignty in accordance with the UN Charter. The past 6 months have been one of the most peaceful periods in the history of the Armenian-Azerbaijani border. It was noted that despite 30 years of negotiations under the OSCE Minsk Group, co-chaired by France and the United States, yielded virtually no results. However, the peace has become more real and de facto peace now reigns in the region. The presidential aide mentioned that Azerbaijan was among the first countries to support President of the People's Republic of China Xi Jinping's One Belt, One Road initiative. Additionally, information was presented about the upcoming COP29 in Azerbaijan this year. Armenia has banned Russian television journalist Vladimir Solovyov, who has presented himself as a friend of the Armenians, from broadcasting his original programs Evening with Vladimir Solovyov and Sunday Evening with Vladimir Solovyov on the Russian TV channel RTD Planeta. The Armenian Television and Radio Commission has disseminated this information. The decision was made due to conflict violations recently recorded by the Armenian Television and Radio Commission. The House of Azerbaijan was opened at the Estergon Turkish Culture Center in Ankara, the capital of Turkey. Speaking at the opening ceremony of the House of Azerbaijan, established with the support of Azerbaijani embassy in Turkey, candidate to the chairmanship of Ankara municipality Turgut Altınkok and Ambassador Rövşən Məmmədov spoke about fraternal and alliance relationships between the two countries. Then, the participants of the event familiarized themselves with the House of Azerbaijan. It was noted that printing materials about the ancient history and present of Azerbaijan, pictures representing rich music and culinary culture, samples of national carpentry and other exhibits will provide comprehensive information to the visitors about our country. Russian capital city of Moscow hosted the meeting of the Economic Council of the Commonwealth of Independent States, chaired by Russian Deputy Prime Minister Alexei Overchuk on March 29th. Azerbaijan was represented at the event by First Deputy Prime Minister Yaqub Eyyubov. The discussions revolved around various domains of the economic cooperation. The agenda included the development of cooperation in chemical industry, the presentation of CIS Award for 2023 in recognition of the achievements in quality of products and services, as well as the possibility of launching negotiations on barriers in mutual trade, free trade zone and other issues. The participants exchanged views on the activity of the Advisory Board on Inter-Regional and Trans-Border Cooperation. The meeting also reviewed the financing of the CIS bodies, including the development of the insurance service markets of the CIS member states and the implementation of the CIS 2030 Economic Development Strategy. Secretary General of the CIS, Sergey Lebedev, spoke of Azerbaijan's active participation within the framework of CIS. You can get in touch with us through our WhatsApp and Telegram accounts at 051 511 1956, through which you can report events you encountered, as well as share suggestions and remarks. That was all for today. Thanks for being with us, and goodbye.